With thousands of movies on Netflix, it would be impossible to make one video with a list of the best films on the streaming site, so here is part 1 of some of the best movies on Netflix right now. Captain Phillips tells the story of the titular Captain Richard Phillips, a commercial mariner captured by Somali pirates. Tom Hanks plays Phillips, while Barkhad Abdi plays pirate commander Abduwali Muse. Inspired by the 2009 Maersk Alabama hijacking, the film was a critical and commercial success, earning favorable reviews from critics and grossed $220 million against a $55 million budget. With a Rotten Tomatoes score of 93%. Steven Spielberg directed and produced Catch Me If You Can, a pseudo-biographical crime thriller based on Jeff Nathanson's screenplay. Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hanks, Christopher Walken, Martin Sheen, and Natalie Baye stars in the film. The film is based on the autobiography of Frank Abagnale, who reportedly completed million-dollar con jobs before the age of 19 by impersonating a Pan American World Airways pilot, a Georgia doctor, and a Louisiana parish prosecutor. His primary crime was check fraud, and he became so adept at it that the FBI eventually went to him for assistance in arresting other check forgers. The film was a critical and commercial success when it was released on December 25, 2002. Christopher Walken and John Williams were nominated for Best Supporting Actor and Best Original Score, respectively, at the 75th Academy Awards. Another Tom Hanks film, this time around he's in the sky until tragedy struck. Sully, also known as Sully, Miracle on the Hudson, is a film directed by Clint Eastwood and written by Todd Komarnicki, based on Chesley, Sully, Sullenberger and Jeffrey Zaslow's 2009 autobiography Highest Duty. Sullenberger is played by Tom Hanks. Sullenberger's January 2009 emergency landing of U.S. Airways Flight 1549 on the Hudson River, in which all 155 passengers and crew survived with minor injuries, is the subject of the film, as is the ensuing publicity and inquiry. The film garnered favorable critical reviews and made more than $240 million worldwide. It was named one of the 10 greatest films of 2016 by both the American Film Institute and the National Board of Review, and it received an Academy Award nomination for Best Sound Editing at the 89th Academy Awards. Hush is a slasher film directed and edited by Mike Flanagan and starring Kate Siegel, who also co-wrote the screenplay. When a masked killer appears at her window, a deaf and mute writer who has retreated into the woods to live a solitary life, now she must fight for her life in silence. Hush received positive reviews from critics, who praised the performances and atmosphere. Sitting at 92% on Rotten Tomatoes, Da 5 Bloods plot follows a group of 4 aging Vietnam War veterans who return to the country in search of the remains of their fallen squad leader, as well as the treasure they buried while serving there. It made roughly $319 million worldwide against a budget of $20 million. Netflix released the film on June 12, 2020. Critics praised the directing, themes, and Lindo's performance, and many believe it to be one of Spike Lee's greatest works. The film earned several honors, including Academy Award nominations for Best Original Score and Screen Actors Guild Award nominations for Outstanding Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture, and was named the Best Film of 2020 by the National Board of Review. Django Unchained is written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, starring Jamie Foxx, Christoph Waltz, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kerry Washington, and Samuel L. Jackson. Set in the Old West and antebellum South, it is a highly stylized, heavily revisionist tribute to spaghetti westerns. In particular, the 1966 Italian film Django by Sergio Corbucci, whose star Franco Nero has a cameo appearance. grossing over $425 million worldwide against its $100 million budget, becoming Tarantino's highest-grossing movie to date. The film received acclaim from critics, mainly for Waltz's performance and Tarantino's direction and screenplay, though the film's usage of racial slurs and depiction of violence drew controversy. The film received numerous awards and nominations, as well as 5 nominations at the 85th Academy Awards. Based on Charles Brandt's non-fiction book I Heard You Paint Houses, released in 2004. Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci star. The film depicts Frank Sheeran, De Niro, a truck driver who becomes a hitman for mobster Russell Bufalino, Pesci, and his crime family, including his time working for Teamster Jimmy Hoffa, Pacino. Scorsese and De Niro collaborate for the 9th time on this film. It earned universal critical acclaim, including accolades for Scorsese's directing as well as De Niro, Pacino, and Pesci's performances. The film earns several honors, including Best Picture, Best Director, Best Supporting Actor for Pacino and Pesci, and Best Adapted Screenplay at the 92nd Academy Awards. Furthermore, it received 5 nominations at the 77th Golden Globe Awards, including Best Motion Picture, Drama, and 10 nominations at the 73rd British Academy Film Awards, including Best Film. Mike Flanagan directed and edited Gerald's Game, a psychological horror thriller written by Flanagan and Jeff Howard. It is based on Stephen King's 1992 novel of the same name, which was previously considered to be unfilmable. Carla Gugino and Bruce Greenwood play a married couple who visit an isolated house for a getaway. When the husband dies suddenly from a heart attack, his wife is left handcuffed to the bed with no key and no hope of rescue, and she must find a way to survive while facing her inner demons. Gerald's Game garnered 91% on Rotten Tomatoes and received positive reviews from critics. It is said to be one of the scariest films in recent times. Quentin Tarantino wrote and directed the film, which starred Brad Pitt, Christoph Waltz, Michael Fassbender, Eli Roth, Diane Kruger, Daniel Bruhl, Til Schweiger, and Melanie Laurent. The movie portrays 2 plans to kill Nazi Germany's leadership, one organized by Shosanna Dreyfus, Laurent, a young French Jewish cinema proprietor, and the other by the British, but eventually carried out exclusively by a squad of Jewish American troops commanded by First Lieutenant Aldo Raine, Pitt. Christoph Waltz co-stars as Hans Landa, an SS colonel tasked with tracking down Raine's group. Inglorious Bastard grossed more than $321 million in theaters internationally, making it Tarantino's highest-grossing film until it was overtaken in the box office by Django Unchained and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. The film was widely praised, with many praising Tarantino's writing, directing, and performances. It also received several awards and nominations.